Welcome back to the Deep Dive.
It's good to be here.
This is the show where we take that whole stack of information you've gathered, all the articles, the research, your notes, and we try to turn it into something you can use right away.
Right, into immediate high-impact knowledge.
Exactly. You're here for the shortcut to being, truly well-informed. And today, we are diving into probably the most requested topic for January.
Building a routine.
Building an effective, stress-free daily routine.
Yeah, that post-holiday inertia it's very real. We've all just spent weeks with our schedules completely off, maybe eating a little too much.
Just a little.
And now suddenly it feels like the world is demanding peak performance, like right now. And that transition can feel chaotic.
It's a real struggle to get that control back. So our source material today is really tactical. It kind of skips the big motivational speeches and goes straight into the mechanics of simple habit formation.
Mm-hmm.
We're synthesizing the most powerful, easy to start rituals for your morning, your workday, and your evening. So our mission for you is specific.
Okay.
By the end of this deep dive, you will have identified 3 or 4 small, high-yield habits you can start tonight and tomorrow morning to get that structure back and honestly just reduce your stress.
We're looking for those little behavioral anchors, the things that make the biggest difference in your energy. You don't need to renovate your whole life.
No, not at all. Just some smart tweaks.
Exactly.
Okay, let's unpack this. We have to start with the morning reset. The biggest source of friction in the morning.
No.
It's not the alarm clock itself.
Yep.
It's what happens in that minute after the alarm goes off. It's that little computer we all hold in our hands.
Precisely. The first key habit our sources absolutely insist on is the 30-minute phone ban.
30 minutes.
The rule is simple. Your phone can be your alarm, fine. You turn off the noise, and then the screen goes dark for a minimum of 30 minutes.
Okay, 30 minutes feels like an eternity to a lot of people. I mean, they rely on checking feeds, emails. What's the real mechanism here? Is it just about avoiding bad news?
It's deeper than that. It's fundamentally about protecting your prefrontal cortex. That's your brain's center for, making good decisions.
The control center.
The control center. When you grab your phone and look at notifications, you're just flooding your system with cortisol. You immediately shift your brain from an intentional state where you decide what your day looks like into a reactive one.
So you're immediately dealing with other people's emergencies.
Other people's lives, other people's demands. The source material actually calls it cognitive hijacking.
Wow.
And the recovery time from that stress response is way longer than you'd think. By just waiting, you let your brain wake up slowly. You start making your own decisions for your day.
That reframes it completely. It's not about discipline, it's about protection.
Right.
So instead of the digital world, the sources suggest something physical. Stretching, opening a window, just looking at the sky.
It's a calm, gentle transition. And that physical piece leads right to habit number 2, hydration before caffeine.
Oh, this is a big one. I am so guilty of sprinting to the coffee machine.
We all are. But the tip is so direct. Drink a large glass of water before any coffee.
Why is that so non-negotiable? I feel like I need that jolt.
The insight is purely physiological. I mean, after 7-8 hours of sleep, your body is dehydrated. You are literally thirsty.
Okay, it makes sense.
And caffeine is a diuretic, which just makes that deficit worse. Water rehydrates you. It boosts your circulation. The source even has a great little suggestion. Use warm water with a slice of lemon.
Warm water with lemon. That sounds restorative, not aggressive, like an espresso shot.
It adds this little layer of self-care to the routine, and from there, we move to fueling up habit 3.
Right. The source material is very blunt here. It says food is fuel for your car.
And you can't expect quality output without quality fuel. It's critical for your brain to perform. The goal is to eat something healthy, something with staying power, like eggs, fruit, or fodder. They specifically mention warm oatmeal.
And what are we trying to prevent, beyond just being hungry?
We're preventing the metabolic crash. Eating something like oatmeal stabilizes your blood sugar. If you just grab a sugary pastry or worse, nothing, you get a quick spike and then a huge drop.
And that's when you feel very tired at 10 a.m.
That is the exact phrase from the source. That mid-morning crash is your body in metabolic distress. A solid breakfast protects your concentration when you need it most.
Excellent. So protect the brain with a phone ban, hydrate before you caffeinate, and stabilize with fuel. A low-stress morning.
Exactly.
Now, let's move to the middle of the day. January brings these heavy workloads, and that can trigger a lot of panic.
Oh, definitely. When you have a giant list of tasks, you get paralyzed by choice. It's called decision fatigue.
So that brings us to maximizing work habits. And it focuses on The power of three.
The must-do 3.
Right. The first rule is about how you even capture your to-do list. The source says to use just one notebook.
Which sounds simple, but it stops that stress of scattered notes on little bits of paper everywhere.
For sure. But the real habit is the structure. Every morning, you write down only 3, the 3 most important tasks.
This is such a powerful filter. A list with 10 items is overwhelming. Your brain just sees 10 ways to fail.
Right.
But forcing yourself to pick just 3, the 3 highest impact things, it gives you immediate focus. You know exactly where your energy has to go first.
It's a perfect filter. But just listing them isn't the whole strategy. Key habit number 2 is how you execute. Tackle the hardest task first.
This is all about maximizing your peak cognitive time. In the morning, your brain is, as the source says, at its freshest. You have the most energy.
So you use that peak time for the most complex job.
And you do it better and faster.
I see the logic, but I want to push back on the psychology of that a little bit. For some people, tackling the hard job first means starting your day with, 3 hours of misery.
It's a fair point, but it's about leveraging the psychological win after you finish. Yeah. Yes, the task is demanding, but by noon, you've banked the biggest achievement of the day. The source talks about that amazing feeling of pride. That feeling fuels you for the afternoon.
Whereas if you save it for the post-lunch slump,
It feels heavier, it takes longer, and it's way more frustrating. It's just smart energy management.
that reframes the misery into delayed gratification. I like that. So once we're focused on those 3 tasks, we often end up sitting for hours. And our sources point out that's a huge drain.
All right.
So key habit 3 for work is movement.
Rhythmic movement. We need those little interrupts. And the tip is so simple. Stand up every hour for just 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Walk to the kitchen, stretch your arms, look out the window. That short break restores blood flow. It reoxygenates your system.
And it resets your focus. It stops you from getting bogged down.
Exactly. It's a little reset button you can hit every 60 minutes.
So we've optimized the morning and the workday. Now let's talk about the final stage, the evening disconnect. This should be for recovery, but so many people just bring work stress home with them.
Or they keep checking emails, doom scrolling. They're sabotaging the next day before it even starts.
Right, so key habit number 1 for the evening is to signal closure. The action is immediate. Turn off the work mode and change your clothes.
Put on comfortable, dedicated home clothes.
Why is changing clothes so powerful? I mean, it's just fabric.
It's a huge environmental cue. It creates a physical boundary. It literally tells your brain work is finished.
I see.
You're shifting out of your professional identity and into your personal one. The source says the evening must be reserved for you, and this is how you reclaim that time.
Okay, so once we've disconnected, what do? The sources have this really special tip for encouraging rest. Practice gratitude before sleep.
This is a really robust cognitive habit. The method is to just think of one good thing that happened today.
Just one.
Just one. Maybe your coffee was great, the sun was out, or you finished that hard job on your list. You can write it down or just think about it.
Why is focusing on just one positive thing so effective right before you go to sleep?
Because it shifts your brain's attentional bias. Our brains tend to focus on threats or problems we haven't solved yet. That's why you worry at night.
Right.
By intentionally focusing on one positive, specific detail, you shift your brain towards gratitude and positive memory. You end the day with warmth, which reduces the anxiety that stops you from sleeping well.
That's a much better reason than just feeling happy. It's about reducing the anxiety load, which brings us to the final habit, consistency in your sleep schedule.
The ultimate recovery metric. The source really emphasizes this. The rule is simple, but we all ignore it. Try to go to bed at the same time every night, at least during the week.
And what's the physiological payoff there?
You stabilize your circadian rhythm. A consistent routine helps your body act, in the source's words, like a clock. Your body learns when to release sleep hormones like melatonin.
So you get tired at 11 p.m. because your body expects to be tired at 11 p.m.
Exactly. There's no more tossing and turning, trying to force yourself to sleep. Your body knows what's coming.
This has been so tactical.
Good.
The whole philosophy here is that you don't need to change your whole life in one day.
No, it's just about targeted, small steps.
A strategic routine gives you back your control. It preserves your mental energy.
These ideas sound so simple, but they absolutely change everything. They bring calm and structure back to a chaotic time.
Okay, let's do a quick flash review. Just lock it in.
Let's do it.
In the morning, it's low-stress entry, the 30-minute phone ban, water first, maybe with lemon, and good fuel for breakfast.
At work, it's about focus. The 3-item list to beat the overwhelm, hardest job first for that peak energy.
And move every hour to stay fresh.
Then in the evening, it's about release and recovery. Disconnect by changing your clothes.
Practice gratitude by focusing on that one good thing.
And anchor your rhythm with a consistent sleep schedule.
Perfect.
If you just implement 2 of these tonight, maybe the gratitude and the sleep time and 2 tomorrow morning, you will feel an immediate difference.
So what does this all mean for you? We've distilled the structure. Now it's about application. Our sources mentioned people often set these big goals like wake up earlier or read more books.
But those big goals fail if you don't have the foundation we just talked about.
Exactly. So based on everything we've covered, the power of 3, the importance of hydration, the benefit of gratitude, we have a final challenge for you. What is one specific tiny anchor habit you will implement in your routine this week that builds on this simple structure? Maybe it's just setting out that glass of water tonight or writing down that one thing you're grateful for. Commit to one and start now.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive. We hope this structure provides the clarity and control you need for a truly successful year.
We'll see you next time.